stadium. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Tampa. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing, Mayfield. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Next the score, Bills 7, Buccaneers nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. The Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield now. Being chased out. Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Hey, tight. What's that?
And again, it's Allen. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Allen will try to throw for it. He'll buy some time, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Real. What's that?
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Flushed out right. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll try to run a reverse here. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Play action. Now it's Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dalton Kincaid, 33 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Powering his way forward. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Mayfield. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge to stop.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
56, 5 wide.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman from 19 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. In motion, the tight end. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Off the play fake. Allen. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Back to throw. Allen. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Alert, alert, alert. Here we go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Allen going to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
The kickoff for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To throw, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Palmer going to go in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Alert!
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Buffalo. 74 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Elijah Cansey in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Half 85, half 85. Stay tight, tight, tight. What's that?
Now Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Tyler Bass out for the Bills' field goal. From the left hash, should be a fair. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward. He's got a man, complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 91 yards. And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but and they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Good. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Sick. Done.
Mayfield now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. One last shot from Mayfield here. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the 4th quarter. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So Allen's going to look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.